This tutorial will cover how to create edits from the very beginning to the very end, including custom background. So you're going to want to start by getting all of your images that you're going to use for the edit together, including your background, your main background texture, and your hires that you're going to use for the picture. And you're going to make the new document 700 by 700, which is the pretty much default for edits in the game. And then you're going to make a copy of this layer by dragging it down to this little box called New Layer, Create New Layer. Now you're going to select the layer above the other one. Control T to select it. Now we're going to bring it down to more of a floor area, out there. And now you're going to want to zoom out a bit and hold your control button down and then drag. We'll drag this bottom one out, the bottom right out. The goal is to have all the lines meet up. So we will do that if we keep it lined up pretty good. Alright, now do the left side. And these are lined up good. Let's bring it down a little bit more. That looks good. Okay, it's not quite lined up perfect. Okay, hit enter to have the changes stay. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do a highlight on the floor. I'm going to select a hard round brush at a large size, so probably around 500 would be good, I think. Yeah, 500 is good. Now we'll go ahead and select a color that is close to the colors in the background, but you want it to stand out a little bit, so we're going to go with a little bit of a brighter blue, like this here. And then make a new layer above the floor, make a new layer above the wall texture, but behind the floor texture. So right here, and then click new, create new layer. There's your new layer. Make your circle on it. It doesn't really matter where. Right here, I'll do it. Then you're going to go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and bring that up. That's good. Hit OK. Now we're going to hit Control F on the keyboard to do that Gaussian blur over without having to actually go into the filter. It's a shortcut that you should learn. So Control F until you're happy with the way the blur is on the background highlight. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to Control T to select the layer. And then drag it really low, just so it's just peeking over the edge right there. And then we're going to drag it to the right and left so that it spreads across the entire bottom floor. Right about there. Enter. And we're going to leave that blend mode on normal for now. Okay, next step. Going to put a white line across the bottom so that people can tell the difference. It gives it more of a realistic look when you put these little details in it. So make your brush about a 10. Use your left brackets and your right brackets to minimize and make your brush bigger and smaller. Left bracket for smaller, right bracket for bigger. It's another shortcut you need to learn. And use the letter D as in David on your keyboard to select the default colors, black over white, and then use X to switch them from black over white to white over black. and hold your shift button down to make a straight line. And just make it, gotta make a new layer first. I always do that. New layer goes on top of both the wall and the floor. So here we go again. Size 10 hard brush right here. Okay, now we're going to change the blend mode for that one to overlay. Bring it up a bit. Select your move tool and then use your arrow keys on your keyboard to move the line up a bit. Just so it's right above that floor line. And it gives you that nice little glow the way it does there. Now you're going to hold your Alt button down, hit your arrow up, and it will make a copy of that layer for you. It'll make a copy of whatever layer you're working on.